Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a new episode of my Pokemon EVOLocke challenge. I'm glad you're here with me once again. Yeah, I've finally gone a week of getting my videos out when I've said I'm going to do them. I've got the Monday, Wednesday, Friday down, so hopefully this stands us in good stead going forward with this. I did a little bit of training while we were off, so I'm just gonna show you the team. I got him up to like level 8, and in Africa, obviously at the level 11, because that's where he was. But yeah, looking alright. I mean, yeah, good attack and defense. Tumble's doing good. Tumble and Rock and Roll both felt really good just doing that little bit of training. Yeah, it felt good using them. And then Hardy the Caterpie, I mean, not the strongest. Yeah, I mean, other than its speed, it's got the same stats as Africa did when it was only level 5, so it's gonna be a bit of a struggle, but we'll get through. I did some research in like how I can use these guys going forward, how I can sort of have a game plan for each of them almost. We're gonna be doing Sprout Tower today, so this is this wonderful tower up here, where I think it's... Whoa, I don't remember that music. That's cool. Yeah, so this is, I think it's where you get Flash at the end. I was always confused by this big pillar in the middle. Like, I knew it was like people training and stuff, but this music is weird. Oh my word. Never realized that before. But yeah, I was always found the tower weird, so pretty much we gotta train with all these dudes, and they've all got Bell Sprouts and stuff. I've already had to cancel a couple of evolutions because Hardy wanted to evolve at 7 and 8, so I've already had to sort of enforce my rule to stop it becoming a Metapod. But just thinking of all like the tactics and stuff I'm gonna try and use. I mean, oh, losing my headphones. I looked up the sort of, I looked up each of this. Whoa, my word, critical hit. Just do that every time, and then we'll be fine. Yeah, I looked up the sort of stats of each of the Pokemon and what sort of moves and stuff they can go. And Caterpie, like, it's learned all the moves it's going to learn, and it can learn no TMs. It pretty much is an unknown. All it has is Tackle and String Shot. I mean, I guess, which is okay. The base power of Tackle, well, it's not Stab. It must only be like 40 base power. It can miss. String Shot lowers speed. So my thinking is that if I can make it through Faulkner reasonably okay, I think I might just use that to evolve. I mean, I'll use Hardy to start with, then switch into Rock and Roll, and then I'll use my evolution to evolve Hardy into a Metapod. Just because I think the other 3 Pokemon, I think they're strong enough that if we get them to a reasonable level, I think we can probably get to... I think we can get past Faulkner, we can get past Bugsy just with those guys chilling. I mean, we might need to over-level a little bit, but I especially think since they're awful physical, these gyms, that we've got good defense with these guys. So we should be okay to crack through. I mean, you don't normally have a Crocodile by the time you get to Bugsy anyway, because since it's level 18 that it evolves, I think we should be okay. So if I can manage to get through the first couple of gyms, Hardy, we can get him to a Butterfree, and then there's plenty more opportunity. We can get Psychic moves. There must be some Bug move. I think, is Silverwind in this game? I'm not too sure, but there must be at least some way that we can... Is there an item notice now? That we can give more of a chance to Hardy, just because a straight up Caterpie with really low stats, I mean, even if we get it to level 100, it's a level 100 is still going to be like comparable to a Feraligatr at level 40 or something, I think, with the way the stats work. So I think that's the best way to get something going with Hardy and give it more of an opportunity. And I think hopefully, I mean, against Bugsy, I think all of our Africa won't resist this. See, I've got notes. Africa won't be able to resist it, but well, it's got stronger defense anyway. I mean, it's not going to be super effective against them. And both Tumble and both Rock and Roll are going to be resisting all those bug moves, so should be okay. It's just rival battles might be a bit sticky. We'll need to wait and see. But then again, Tumble should be super effective against the Bayleaf you'll have by the time, because we have that battle straight after you go against Bugsy, which I know is probably going to be risky, but to be fair, Hardy's doing fine here. Let's change up a bit. Tumble. I'm so annoyed that Tumble doesn't get Gust till like later. I mean, it's level 8 and it doesn't have Gust, and in Red and Blue they always had Gust. They had Gust from the start. So it makes me kind of sad that I have to earn it here. I mean, Tackle's been fine enough. I needed Tumble for because there's Bellsprouts in Route 31. So when I was doing my training, I had to. I realized that when I started training Rock and Roll, so I was using him and Africa, and then a Bellsprout came along. I was like, oh crap. So I managed to Tumble. Africa managed to take it, but then I was like, okay, I need to get Tumble on the go. So then I'm sorted for it, whatever. Especially because since I'm using an emulator for playing Crystal, I mean, I've got my secret like Pokemon drawer down here. Oh, I did learn Gust. When? Oh, did I just got it. Level 9. Okay, that must be it. I've got like my Pokemon folder of games. Just go. Wait. Did Hardy level up? Setting something to Mum. Yep. See, gotta cancel. See, again, it feels kind of bad in this game because, well, in all the games, because when you stop evolution, you feel like you're doing something wrong. But yeah, I think wouldn't it just be better that like you have to do something, like once you reach a level, it's like there's an evolution button that like you can trigger, and then so rather than it just automatically happening, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Game Freak should be listening to this and should take away what I'm telling them, take my advice. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's in. Oh, here it is. So I've got my Crystal cartridge. So I think that puts me in my rights to then be able to use an emulator, okay, and be like, I've actually got the game. Don't hate on me. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like this is I've got everything in here. Yeah, and I don't think I can really be accused of taking money out of Pokemon's pocket. I mean, we got Red and Blue. I mean, part of this is probably my brothers who paid for the early stuff, or we got it for birthdays and stuff. But we got Yellow as well, and we've got an illegitimate, well, a Japanese green version. So it's not illegitimate, it's just not what you're meant to have. What else do we have? We had Gold and Silver as well as Crystal, but both of their, like, the save thing, the battery, like, died. So yeah, that's why we kind of got Crystal, and why Crystal's been more important, because those ones, they were okay for a while, but then since they couldn't save, I mean, unless you're going to do a whole run of the game in one day, it's not that nice. Hardy's taking these Bellsprouts down. I mean, maybe that's the thing, we just need to be... Maybe we could do it if we were just a few levels higher than everything, but I mean, a Stomp from Miltank will kill Hardy straight away. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I mean, I don't want to be like fixing myself on things and then not be able to change when I need to, because I think I need to be constantly adapting to this and constantly be on the ball if I want to come through this challenge, okay? But I think trying to get Hardy to a Butterfree in using the first 2 gyms is going to be the best way to do it. I have faith that the others can take the hits. Yeah. I mean, what else do I like? See, I'm one of the ones who didn't just buy one of the games. I bought both of them so that I could swap in between. I could get all the starters. I could get all the version exclusives. I could get Kyogre and Groudon. I could then get these guys again and then move them to Ruby and Sapphire. Then move them all to... I mean, I didn't have... That's when I kind of had a break. When Diamond and Pearl came out, I remember seeing the adverts, but I never... I don't know, I just didn't seem interested at that point. I mean, to be fair, I don't know whether it's just because I didn't play them when they came out, but I've always found them to be, like, the least enjoyable games to play just in a random playthrough. 'Cause it seems so disjointed the way all the gyms work. That, like, and the story, I really like the story. I mean, the idea of Cyrus and the whole legendaries and stuff is really cool. And I like how I've got so many legendaries, but the story just feels a bit disjointed about you have a gym, then you have a massive break, and then it's just a bit weird. So, like, I played a bit of Fire Red and Leaf Green when they came out. I mean, not that much. And then I had a big break until Heart Gold, Soul Silver came out, and then I was kind of back in for Black and White. So we ended up getting... I got Heart Gold. I've got the big box for that. And we had like a crazy... I don't know if it's here. It was like a weird, like... It was like a file, and it had 64 games in one, and it had Diamond and Pearl on it. It was like a cartridge, but it had like a little like card file in it. It was really weird, but that Diamond was the first one of the Sinnoh games I played through. Yeah, and I mean, I remember really liking the bad guys and the end game of the story, but just the whole getting there and the gyms, it seemed weird. But yeah, and then I ended up getting Platinum recently just because when I was trying to complete the Pokédex for a lot of the event Pokemon. I mean, there's no chance to get them if you weren't there for the events, because I didn't play the games at the time. I don't think we had the right Wi-Fi to work with the DS. I mean, it's fine now with the 3DS. But yeah, it was weird, so... yeah, so I figured out the most legitimate way to be able to complete my Pokédex, as I did in Pokemon X, would be... I got like an action replay thing, not to like cheat myself any legendaries or anything, but I just did it purely so I could get like the item, which then like triggered the event, so that would allow me, I've had enough of these stages. I'm gonna miss that guy out, and oh gosh, here we go. You are indeed skilled as a trainer. As promised, here is your HM. But let me say this, you should treat your Pokemon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokemon are not tools of war. Humph, he claims to be the Elder, but he's weak. It stands to reason. I never lose to fools who babble about being nice to Pokemon. I only care about strong Pokemon that can win. I really couldn't care less about weak Pokemon. Geo Jr. used an escape rope. Oh. Damn, that guy needs to fix his priorities. I mean, I'm even happier now I'm doing this challenge in this game, because he's all about the strong Pokemon. I mean, what a chump. He doesn't know the greatness of these guys. I think I'll leave Hardy for this one. I think I'll just use... I'll start with Tumble, because I know he's got a Hoothoot, and a Hoothoot knows Hypnosis. But yeah, I think he gives us Flash at the end, which I probably won't teach to anyone, but it's good to have, because you need it for Dark Cave, and you need it for Mount Silver if we get there, and there's probably a few other places. Sage Lee! Starts with a Bellsprout, okay, that's fine. Yeah, the Bellsprout should be okay. I mean, once I've got Gust, I'm a few levels ahead. I'm gonna swap that. Boom. Yeah, so where did I get to? So I've got Platinum, got Heart Gold, and then I've got Black, I've got White, and then I've got Black 2. And then I've got X and Y, and then I've got Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I mean, it's not like I'm stealing any money from them. I'm one of their greatest supporters. I've bought all these things for them. So I think I'm then okay using it, so then I can skip through my training pretty fast. Okay, right, so this is the Hoothoot, so, let's change. So, Rock and Roll. I mean, I think it's level 10, but I mean, we should be super resistant. I'm not sure how time works as well with this, because when I was training, I went to the berry tree that's just outside of Violet City, and there was a new berry there, so the days must be progressing somehow. I don't know really how it's working. Maybe it does just, should I defense curl? Let's do one. Let's do one defense curl. And you miss! You suck, Hoothoot! Oh, defense curl is such a classy move. I mean, oh, days, I just love it. I just love... There are a few, like, moves which boost stats, which you rarely use just doing a vanilla Let's Play, or just playing through your game casually, because it's just all about having the moves that do a lot of damage and then just having fun. But just defense curl is one. Defense curl and growl are just the ones. I mean, I just love using them. I don't know why. I think it's again just going back to the first games. Defense curl was just a stalwart of the team. You go into Mount Moon, you catch yourself a Geodude, because then you get into a Graveler, then you'd have to trade it across, and it'd be so dramatic. Then you get your Golem, you could absolutely destroy Surge with it, because you were super overpowered, and you leveled your Pokemon up to 25, and then in level 5 increments before you did each gym. Or maybe that was just me. But yeah, there are certain moves that just need to be used. And I imagine in this, I'm gonna close this now. I've made a big mess. There are certain... Yeah, well, I know for this, I'm gonna need to be much more particular about using these certain moves to greater effect, rather than just trying to tackle my way out of problems, which I imagine there'll be times for as well. But yeah, so we beat the Hoothoot. So there hasn't been any real challenge. I thought Lee might put up more of a fight, but he didn't bust out the Hypnosis, which makes me sad. But I mean, critical hitting, one-hitting Bellsprouts is pretty good. So we've done it. We've defeated Sprout Tower. I'm happy. We're gonna get Flash. So things are good. I mean, if we're able to take these guys, I think Faulkner should be okay. I mean, I don't know, I didn't find out exactly when we get... If I know, I'll check that now. I think I've still got it open. Give me Geodude. Where are you? Just to know when exactly I get Rock Throw. Because it'd be good to know. Ooh, this, Rock Throw, 11. 11, okay, so it's nearly there. Okay. That should be alright. See, we'll probably get that leveling through the gym badge. We'll use the escape rope they gave us, just because escape ropes are fun. Is it in here? Yeah, it is. Do we spin around? We spin, the spin is real. So, that was okay? Does this mean the challenge is going to be easy? What have we got around here anyway? The Pokemon Academy. Let's find there's the gym. Pokemart. I don't know if we need anything. I think at this point it's just really letting you know about stuff. It's still trying to teach you the game. There's a route here, so this guy I know because you can't go this way because there's Sudowoodo, which we'll come to much later, but I know that guy gives you Rock Smash. There's grass there we can go to. There's the Ruins of Alph and the bit below that. But I think we'll just go for the gym next episode. I'm happy with how our team's kind of looking. Yeah, everything seems alright. And we just need to heal. Yeah, so I'll try... When we get to the leader battle, I'll try and sneak Hardy to start with. And then switch to Rock and Roll and then just bust a move. Hopefully get Rock Throw by leveling up. And even if not, I'm sure Tackle... This is Joey Gonomil. He wants the battle. I mean, I've got to admit, he's being persistent. I think it's just because we're the only friend he has. And I feel bad. I feel we should help him out. But I'm just gonna heal. So that'll do it for this episode. Next episode, we're gonna take on Faulkner. Gonna get our first badge. We're gonna get our first evolution. And we are going to move on with our adventure. Boom. I don't know, today's kind of turned into speaking about strategy and speaking about... Don't go... Good. It didn't go crazy. But speaking about all the games I have, if you want to trade with me, I can trade. I have stuff. I've got a bunch of legendaries that I don't need at the moment. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just more than anything, I'm proud that I finished the Zelda game for the first time. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna finish it now. Thank you very much for watching episode 3 of RARMSTAR's Pokemon Crystal EVOLocke challenge. We're still alive. We made it through Sprout Tower, taking our first gym. Next episode. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Take care.